I'm live! It works! It works! Hello! Hello! Oh, folks, I'm 8 minutes late. I've never been 8 minutes late in my life. I'm one of those people who is perennially early. I can't seem to do late, but I had something was going on with YouTube. It didn't recognize my camera. It didn't recognize my microphone. I don't know what's going on, but here I am. Thank you for waiting patiently these past 8 torturous minutes. You gritted and ground your teeth and tore your hair out asking, where is he? Where is Felix? I'm here to see Felix. I only feel myself if I see him at 7 o'clock on a Tuesday evening. I'm sorry to have robbed you of that, but it's all working now. And we are starting a quiz in 21 minutes. How about that? 21 minutes until this quiz begins. It is 9 minutes past 7 on the 20th of October, 2020. You know what that means? 2010, 2020. That means it is the 10th anniversary of the date 2010, 2010. What a date that was. What were you all doing for 2010, 2010? Trying to think what I was doing for 2010, 2010. I would have been doing, I would have recently started my master's degree, so I would have been probably, let's say it was a Tuesday evening. I was probably at home I was in Leamington Spa at the time, but I can't remember the specifics of what I was doing that day. Let me see if there's any of you talking. There you are. Hi, Meg. Hi, Eclipse. Hello, hello. And hello, Rumily. I'm very well, thank you. I'm extremely well, extraordinarily well. I'm brimming with health because I went for a walk today. I'm allowed to do that these days. I promised you last week, I told you that I was going to head back to my actual home this week, to my boat. However, I neglected something, which was that I needed to order coffee, and I ordered coffee to this address. So I am waiting for the coffee to arrive at this address before I go back up to the boat. Now tell me, is the connection all right? Because looking at it there, it looks kind of jerky to me. Is it all right for you? I mean, my whole internet seems to be incredibly slow right now, which is why it took me 8 minutes to join you. So, folks, without further ado, let me ask you please to head over to tiny.cc/ftpubquiz2010, tiny.cc/ftpubquiz2010. We can all reminisce about the year 2010. What were you doing in 2010? And go sign up your team name over there. Hello, welcome back, Nicholas Lyndhurst. How lovely to have you again. Thank you for coming back. We've not seen you in a couple of weeks. I hope that you are well. Hello, trying our best and happy to be haunting old manners. Very good. I like that your team names are now well enough established that you can have variances on the team names. Almost like a sort of Twitter handle. Hey, there's an idea. Maybe we should do a quiz social network. No, that's a terrible idea. That would mean I'd have to do more work. Scrap that idea from your minds. I refuse to do more work, ever. Hello, Devanescence. Excellent. Hello, the cremated remains of List's ghost, bracket, Hungarian goulash. Boo! Boo! I love it. Hello, sweet Scatman Crothers at the Overlook Hotel. Who's Scatman Crothers at the Overlook Hotel? Is that a famous, is it a murderer? Or maybe it's not Halloween related. Maybe it's Scatman John related. Is Scatman Crothers the brother of Scatman? Did you mean to write Scatman's brother? Hello, the Troublers. Welcome back, all of you. If you've not yet, do head over to tiny.cc/FT Pub Quiz 2010. FT because that's me, Felix French. 2010 because it is the 20th of October today. Meg says that the internet is a little spotty, but it's synced up and I'm understandable. I think that looks like it's less spotty to me. Yeah, look. Oh, look at me. I'm doing a wave. Is that... In my country, this is a wave. This is how we wave to each other. Hello! How are you? I'm well. Lovely to see you again, we say to each other. Hannah Wallace says that I never get your spooky movie references. I've got to tell you, Hannah, I'm very sorry to say I'm not really a horror person. I'm not even, dare I say this in public, I'm really a Halloween person. It always slightly passed me by, but I tell you what I do enjoy, and that is Bonfire Night, which is straight after Halloween. But I only like Bonfire Night, not Fireworks Night, as it's sometimes called, because fireworks are rubbish unless it's New Year, which is the only time that fireworks are great, and bonfires are great. You don't need to put the guy on the bonfire. That's all nonsense, and that's kind of anti-Catholic rubbish. But the opportunity to stand around a massive fire in a field in the middle of nowhere and say, isn't this nice, is, I think, great. Scatman Crothers at the Overlook Hotel is from The Shining. Well, I wonder if that's where Scatman John got it from. I have never seen The Shining, but thank you for teaching me that. We are going to get going in quarter of an hour, everyone. Quarter of an hour until we start this quiz. Do go sign up at tiny.cc/ftpubquiz2010. That's tiny.cc/ftpubquiz2010. I think that this is probably all of you, you're probably all regulars, but just in case any of you are new to this quiz, you are going to need pen and paper or pencil and paper or a shared notepad or an unshared notepad and telepathy. Because I provide you with no way to answer the quiz questions. I'm very mean. I leave that all to you to do. So do go get yourself that. Go get yourself a drink. What are we drinking tonight? I'm on the water, which I keep on the floor because although you can't see it because of my really rather superior skills at set design, there's actually quite a few cables and bits of kit around here which I don't want to get wet. So every now and then you're going to see me do a yoga move as I go, woo, woo. I think those are the yoga noises. It's a while since I've done any yoga. I'm fairly sure that for every yoga stretch there is an accompanying like drooping flower in a CBeebies show noise. That's how it works, isn't it? That's yoga. Pretty sure that's yoga. Hello, the lack of sisters. Very good. We will get going at 7:30, everyone. 7:30 until this quiz begins. Eclipse Riggin is also simply on the water. Well, it's a classic drink for a reason. My favorite drink, maybe, I don't know. I like a sparkling water. I love a tea. I love an 11 a.m. coffee. Oh, and thank you for supporting me there. So that's true. If you're joining this quiz, if you were joining it in real life, I'd be coming around with a plant pot or something and saying, please put £2 in the pot for every player in the team. I mean, I wouldn't say the please because I'm rude, but I'll be more polite on the internet. Please put £2 per player in the virtual plant pot by going to co-fi.com/ is because it was Meg Plant who don't. That's why I was thinking about plant pots. I see. Go to co-fi.com/ Felix Trench. Coffee.com/Felix Trench and drop £2 per player in the plant pot, in the spooky Halloween plant pot. Hello, Will Fuller tells us, we haven't played with you for weeks since you were first in France. We used to be the sisters, but have since had an operation. Where am I quizzing from now? Will, I am quizzing from the house that I have been quarantining in the south of England. I am now out of quarantine. I am allowed out. I have been since Thursday. So I've done things like go on walks, and it's been lovely. And I am no longer cabinically feverous as I was a little bit for a little while there, but it's all right. I got through it. I was very brave. But tomorrow I will be heading back. Well, hopefully tomorrow. Depends when this coffee arrives. But it was sent this morning, and it's not being sent from very far away. I'm trying to support a local business because I'm great. I'm great like that. I support local businesses even when it's online. Take that, coronavirus. No, we don't talk about coronavirus at this quiz. Not at all. Awful, awful. So do head on over to co-fi.com/Felix Trench, drop a couple of quid in the basket there, and sign up by heading to tiny.cc/FT pub quiz 2010 FT. That's me, Felix Trench. 2010. It is the 20th of October, and I see that the Finnish team have given me another Finnish word to pronounce, villasukat. Now, I know that in Danish sometimes a T at the end of the word becomes an L, as in husel. I don't know if it's the same in Finnish. I think Finnish is quite different, isn't it? It's Finnish that's part of its own language family, the Ugro-Finnish languages. Is that right? Not Ugro-Norwegian? No, I think Ugro-Finnish, which is Hungarian, Finnish, and Basque. So let's look that one up and see what that means. Villasukat. So presumably my paltry Danish knowledge is in no way useful here. So we will get going in 9 minutes, everyone, 9 minutes until... What I've done is I've opened Etim Online instead of Google Translate, which tells you, I think, just how often I look up the etymology of words, that it's kind of in my fingers. Here we are, Finnish. Villasukot means wool socks, woolen socks. That's lovely. So sukat must be socks, as in socks and chaussette and all that. And like villasukat. I think that's lovely. Hello, wool socks. So we'll get going in 9 minutes, everyone. 9 minutes until this quiz begins. We begin at 7:30. Do make sure that you are signed up at tiny.cc/ftpubquiz 2010 here on this 20th of October 2020. How have you been celebrating the 10th anniversary of 2010? Oh gosh, this is exciting. How does maths works? In 48 minutes, it will be the 10th anniversary of 2010. Well, we'll all have to... what should we do for that? Let's... if I remember, we'll throw something up in the air to mark it. Maybe our hands, like that. Or I've got a little bit of torn egg box here because my phone is currently perched inside an egg box because I don't have a tripod. Meg is celebrating by studying for the 2 midterms she has tomorrow. Well, thank you for choosing to procrastinate from your studying by doing a pub quiz, Meg. We won't be offended if you decide to go off and get your degree, but delighted if you choose to remain with us for the duration of this quiz. And good luck I'm sure you will absolutely ace them. Hello, the 8 minutes of wilderness before Felix arrived. Was it awful? Did it tear at your heart? Did it bleed space and nothing into your chest? Probably. I mean, probably. Hello, La Traviata. Who have a headache? I'm sorry, I will speak quieter for you, but perhaps closer to the microphone so that other people can hear me, which means that the effect is rather the same either way, so maybe I won't. I hope you have a paracetamol or a Nurofen or something to help alleviate that headache, or maybe just some willow bark to chew on, so that you can get an unadulterated dose of that sweet, sweet salicylic acid mixed in with the flavor of wood. 6 minutes until we quiz, folks. 6 minutes until we start. And Weaver says that she can just turn down the volume, but thank you for the concern. Of course, that is also an option. Meg made sure to have this time free. Can't miss the quiz. Well, thank you very much for that sentiment. Kimberly suggests an ASMR quiz. We could have an ASMR quiz, couldn't we? Where I make you guess various sounds. Is that how ASMR works? Do you do it on the mic? Or is it next to the mic? Was that great? Did anyone's head explode at the sound of egg box? We'll get going in 5 minutes, everyone. 5 minutes until this quiz begins. We start at 7:30, which is quiz o'clock, because I don't know about in your countries, but in my country, 7:30 is theatre o'clock, which is why I tend to think of it as any entertainment's o'clock. Quizzes in pubs tend to be a little more, what's a good word for it? A little more varied. I've done quizzes that start at 6. I've done quizzes that start at 8. But theatre tends to start at 7:30. So some feedback coming in from the egg box. Surprisingly nice sound, says Asta. And Romali suggests a picture round where it's a sound round and you have to guess what's making the sound. Gosh, that would be good, wouldn't it? Maybe I could do that as a sort of promotional thing one week, and I'll put that out over my Twitter rather than this, because the only issue that I can foresee is you'd have to switch attention between listening to me to figure out what the questions are and the sounds, and it might make your brains explode in the wrong way. Rather than in the lovely ASMR way, it would be in the bad way of literally tearing itself in two and going off the two lobes of your brain to live entirely different lives. I think that would be difficult. We'll get going in 3 minutes. Meg, you're right. It is a banger idea. 3 minutes until this start. Anne Weaver says that when she used to play trivia in a public place with other people, which seems like a former life, doesn't it just almost a more foolish life, a life when we thought that company was a thing for us rather than just solitude. Back in those days, that started at 8 p.m. I generally counsel against an 8 o'clock start time for a quiz. And the reason for that is because I tend to forget to eat supper before, and then I get home very late. And I've got my, I don't know, Sainsbury's meal deal or something, sadly eating a ham sandwich while looking at the stars. No, what I used to do when I was at the Punch was I had very unhealthy dinners, but I'd get them from the Punch because I got a discount there, because they were nice. And my favorite thing to have was they did very good Scotch eggs, and I'd have that with chips. I'd order some chips as well. They were good, like chunky chips. Triple cooked, because everything's been triple cooked since Heston Blumenthal decided that that's how we must have chips. I mean, I think that that's how they cook them in Belgium anyway, but everything is now marketed as triple cooked chips. We're going to get going in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Hulu 19 part exchange their brain for Zoom in spring 2020. A very good investment indeed. 2 minutes till we start. Anne Weaver likes to pretend that she knows us all in real life. I like that we continue this idea that the internet is that communicating via the internet in this way is not real life, when clearly it is. Clearly, this is just. I mean, it would be like saying that telegrams are not real life. You know, when you send a telegram, and you're like, "Is this really real life?" Operator? Do they have operators? You dictate a telegram, don't you? You go up to a person and you say, "Cindy, stop. My love, stop. The war is awful. Stop," or something. We're going to get going in 1 minute, everyone. 1 minute until we start. Make sure you're signed up over at tiny.cc/ftpubquiz2010 and make sure you have some way of answering the questions. Hello, Starbucks pumpkin scones, extra icing. Hello to you. Can you order extra icing at Starbucks? Is that allowed? Can you just give back a cake and say, I'd like more of this. I'd like more cinnamon in my cinnamon as well, please. Is that allowed? Those who know, please write in. And that is 7:30. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the quiz. I need a drink of water. So, quiz has 3 rules. Rule 1 is no more than 6 players to a team. Rule 2 is I'm always right. There will be no arguing. And rule 3 is no cheating. And at this quiz, we define no cheating as no searching on the internet. You are answering entirely from within the confines of the heads in your team. So, here we go. This is, do I need to say anything else? I always forget. No, I think that's everything. Question one, to ease us in, we have got an anatomy question. What is the largest organ in the human body? What is the largest organ in the human body, please? Question 1, what is the largest organ in the body? That's question 1. I'm asking you what the largest organ in the body is. And question 2 now. Question 2, we are going to go straight on to science. Science. Oh, I think the last one, excuse me. I think the last one was quite sciencey too, actually. But I guess we're going next door to a different branch of science. It's chemical elements. K is the symbol for which chemical element? Question 2. K, the 11th letter. Let me just check that. 11th letter of the alphabet. K is the symbol for which element? That is question 2. Question 2. K is the symbol for which element? Question 3 now. This is music. Music. Covers specifically. The song Hurt by Johnny Cash is a cover. Who wrote it originally? Or who performed the original version? Give me the artist or band name. Question 3. Hurt by Johnny Cash is a cover. Give me the original artist or band who performed it. Question 3. There's a lot of chat going on, including the idea of an FLX Yatta code. God, that's good. Is that already a thing? Let's find out. Yatta code FLX. Yep. It's Fallon Municipal Airport in Nevada. So I'm asking you question 3, Hurt by Johnny Cash is a cover. Which artist or band recorded the original? Fallon Municipal Airport covers 440 acres. Well, I'm not interested in that. I just want to look at it. Fallon Sherrick, of course, was that darts player. This is different. Fallon Municipal Airport. We'll come back to that. Question 4 now. Question 4 is geography. It is geography. Which body of water borders the east of Somalia? Question 4. Which body of water lies on the eastern border of Somalia? That is question 4. Question 4. Which body of water borders Somalia to the east? And I am looking up pictures of Fallon Municipal Airport. You can do with this with me if you like. I don't mind this kind of Googling. Ooh, look at that. I think the word desolate is appropriate here. Or, I'm trying to think of a word that means bleak, but in a sort of attractive way. Sparse? No. Minimalist? It looks marvelous. There's some beautiful old planes and a beautiful old building. It looks like an airport in a video game, which makes sense because video games are all set in America, so I guess it would look like an American airport. So, question 4, which body of water borders the east of Somalia? That is question 4. Question 5 is languages. Languages. Your language is Esperanto. Esperanto. What does the Esperanto word Oh, I was hoping this would be more slick. That's it. What does the Esperanto word sure mean? Sure. That is spelt S with a circumflex accent. That's the one that's a little hat. U-O. What does the Esperanto word sure mean? That's question 5. Yes. Thanks, folks. Those of you in the chat have given me the word austere. Very good word, austere. It's an austere airport. Now, I think of austere as like 1920s houses, but I can see how you would apply it to this Fallon Municipal Airport in Nevada. Austere. What does the Esperanto word sure mean? S with a circumflex accent, U-O. Question 6 now. Question 6 is film. This is film. In the film The Postman, who plays the postman? Question 6. Film. In the film The Postman, who plays the postman? That is question 6. A film question for you. I'm going to look at more pictures of Fallon Municipal Airport. Love these planes. I think it's one of those places where you can go and learn to fly, that sort of thing. Oh. Ooh, there's a Fallon relocation guide. Well, I'll be learning about that. In the film The Postman, who plays the postman? Question 7 now. Question 7 is television, specifically animation. This is animation. The first episode of the adult animation Family Guy was broadcast in what century? The first episode of Family Guy was broadcast in what century? First broadcast, obviously. The first episode of Family Guy was first broadcast in what century? That is question 7. So, Fallon Relocation Guide. Home means Nevada, apparently. The state symbols. The bird is the mountain bluebird. The capital is called Carson City. I have heard of Carson City. And it's Spanish for snow-covered. Nieve, I think, is snow in Spanish. Something like that. There's a whole history of Fallon. So we all moving to Fallon. See you in Fallon, guys. Next week. Quiz in a Fallon bar. I think that should be the goal of this quiz. To broadcast a quiz from a bar in Fallon. That would be great. Question 7. The first episode of Family Guy was broadcast in what century? And question 8 is sport. This is sport. Your sport is rugby. Who won the Rugby World Cup 2019? I'll give you a clue. It's a country. Who won the Rugby World Cup 2019? Last year. It's the World Cup that was hosted in Japan. Who won the Rugby World Cup 2019? Question 8. All right, some news is coming in about the extra icing. You cannot successfully order icing, apparently, but Starbucks pumpkin scones dash extra icing like to dream big. Quite right. It's the only kind of dreams I'll accept on my quiz. No small dreams. That means you. And hello, woo! Ski is the soup of the day. Welcome back. I'm asking you, who won the Rugby World Cup 2019? Question 9 is history. History, modern history, though. The Bulgarian writer Georgy Markov was assassinated with a poison-tipped what? The Bulgarian writer, dissident writer, I want to call him, Georgy, Georgi, Markov, Markov, was assassinated with a poison-tipped what? Question 9, recent history there. Georgy Markov was assassinated with a poison-tipped what? That is question 9. For those of you just joining us, I will go through all of these again at the end of this first round if you've missed any of them. Question 10 now. This is question 10. This is a gardening question. Gardening, I guess we could say horticulture if we're feeling a bit more Latinate. Yes, horto. Quintus in horto est. Yes, Latinate. Happy. What 5-letter word starting with M is a layer of material added to the surface of the soil for various reasons? It's added to keep the moisture in. It's sometimes added with like earthworms and things to turn the soil over. There are a number of reasons to add this layer, but just give me the name of it. What 5-letter word starting with M is a layer of material added to the surface of the soil? It could be just a sheet of plastic. It could be wood chips. There's lots of different versions of this. Question 10 there, and that means we are halfway through this first round. Question 10. What 5-letter word starting with M is a layer of material added to the surface of the soil for various reasons? And I need a drink of water. Woo! I wonder what happens if I go down the other side. It's the same, but slower, turns out. Question 11. Question 11 is brands of laundry detergent. Laundry deterrents. Stay away. No, sheets, no. Which laundry detergent takes its name from the original ingredients sodium perborate and sodium silicate? Which laundry detergent takes its name from the original ingredients as it was sodium perborate and sodium silicate? That is question 11. Question 11. Which laundry detergent takes its name from sodium perborate and sodium silicate? That is question 11. Question 12 now. Question 12. This is spies. Spies. The Dutch dancer and spy Margaretha Gertrude MacLeod was better known by what stage name? The Dutch dancer and spy Margaretha Gertrude, I think, MacLeod. So I'm spelling that. Margaretha, Margaret with an H-A. Gertrude is Geertruida. Gertrude? Gertrude? Don't know. MacLeod. The Dutch dancer and spy Margaretha Gertrude MacLeod was better known by what stage name? That is question 11. Question 11. The Dutch dancer and spy Margaretha Gertrude MacLeod was better known by what stage name? That is question 12. Not 11. 11 was the laundry detergent. 12. Question 13. Question 13. I thought I was going to be in London, so I wrote a London question. Turns out I needed to write a Sussex question. The city of London, which is north of Sussex, has a famous tower. What is the minimum number of ravens kept at the Tower of London by law? What is the minimum number of ravens kept at the Tower of London by law? That's question 13. What is the minimum number of ravens kept at the Tower of London by law? This is an edict of Charles II's, which continues as these things do. Question 13. What's the minimum number of ravens kept at the Tower of London, please? Question 13. Your Sussex question of the day. Question 14 now. Question 14 is food. Food. Muesli originates in what country? Muesli or muesli originates in what country? Question 14. Muesli, the breakfast, originates in what country? Wasn't originally a breakfast. Funnily enough, it was used as a starter. Fun fact. Question 14. Muesli originates in which country, please? Which country gave us muesli? Question 15. Question 15 is music. This is music. The music of Prince, the artist formerly known of as and then known again as. What was Prince's first name? What was Prince's first name? His first given name, please. Question 15. What was Prince's first name? Eileen asks whether it's cheating if her cousin was a yeoman warder. No, of course not. That I would say that categorizes you as knowledgeable, as having resources. It's part of your you. Your you is that you are called Eileen, and your cousin was a yeoman warder, and then lots of other things, I'm sure, or maybe not. And that's great too. Question 15. What was Prince's first name. 5 questions left in this first round, folks. 5 questions left. Question 16 is your alcohol question of the day. This is alcohol. Which of the following 4 countries does not ban the sale of alcohol? Libya, Iran, Iraq, or Afghanistan? Which of those 4 does not ban the sale of alcohol? 3 of those are dry countries. 1 of them is not. They are Libya, Iran, Iraq, and Afghanistan. Libya, Iran, Iraq, and Afghanistan. Which one of those does not ban the sale of alcohol? That is question 16. Question 17, I appear to have written a long question, so I'm going to take a moment. I see. Question 17 is another food question. It's about eggs. What happens to American eggs before sale, which does not happen to European eggs before sale, which makes American eggs illegal in Europe and European eggs illegal in America? So American eggs and European eggs are illegal in each other's territories. That is because something happens to American eggs before sale, which does not happen to European eggs before sale. What is it? What happens to American eggs before sale that does not happen to European eggs before sale? Which makes them illegal in each other's countries. Question 17. Question 18 now, and we are on to the last 3 questions of this first round. You are doing terribly well. Question 18 is words. This is words. In which book was the word chortle, C-H-O-R-T-L-E, first used? In what book is the first instance of the use of the word chortle? Meaning like a laugh. A sort of jolly laugh, kind of jowly laugh. In which book is the word chortle first used? Question 18. Question 18, in which book is the word chortle first used? Question 19 is literature. Literature. How many books are there in the Adrian Mole series by Sue Townsend? Starting, of course, with The Secret Diary of Adrian Mole, aged 13 1/4, and then going on from there. How many books are there in the Adrian Mole series by Sue Townsend? That's question 19. How many books are there in the Adrian Mole series? Question 19. Give me a number, please, and I'm going to get a drink of water before giving you your final question. And question 20. Question 20 is your current affairs question of the first half. A town in Canada has changed its name to Val des Sources, Valdessources. What was its name before it changed? It was named for a material that used to be mined there. A Canadian town has changed its name to Val des Sources, changed from a name named after a material that used to be mined there. What was its previous name? That is question 20. A Canadian town has voted to change its name to Val des Sources from what? And that is all your questions in the first round. Before we do the answers, I'm going to go through them all again. Take a breath. Get ready. Here we go. I'm going to go quicker. Question 1. What is the largest organ in the human body? Question 2. K is the chemical symbol for which element? Question 3. The Johnny Cash song Hurt is a cover. Which band performed it originally? Question 4. Which body of water is to the east of Somalia? Question 5. What does the Esperanto word sure mean? Question 6. In the film The Postman, who plays the postman? Question 7. The first episode of the cartoon Family Guy was broadcast in what century? Question 8. Who won the Rugby World Cup? 2019. Question 9. The Bulgarian writer Georgy Markov was assassinated with a poison-tipped what? Question 10. What 5-letter word starting with M, I'm saying M for Michael, is a layer of material added to the surface of the soil for various reasons? Question 11. Which laundry detergent takes its name from the original ingredients, which were sodium perborate and sodium silicate? Question 12. The Dutch dancer and spy Margaretha Gertrude MacLeod was better known by what stage name? Question 13. What is the minimum number of ravens kept at the Tower of London? Question 14. Muesli originates in what country? Question 15. What was Prince's first name? Question 16. Which of the following countries does not ban the sale of alcohol? Libya, Iraq, Iran, or Afghanistan? Question 17. What happens to American eggs before sale, which does not happen to European eggs before sale? And therefore, those eggs are illegal in each other's territories. Question 18. In which book is the word chortle first used? Question 19. How many books are there in the Adrian Mole series? And question 20. A Canadian town has voted to change its name to Val des Sources. What was the previous name? It had been named after something they mined there. And that is all the questions in your first round. Zach Sheffield says, Felix, can you spell the town in 20? We're having some trouble passing it. Val, V-A-L, like valley, D-E-S, Sources, S-O-U-R-C-E-S. Val des Sources. The veil of sources. It makes it sound like a water. Sounds like somewhere where there's good water, you know? All right, folks. You have got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, pens down, pens down. Pick up your marking pens. Here are the answers to round 1. Question 1. Question 1. The largest organ in the human body is the skin. I suppose in is a deceptive word there, but I'm sticking with it. Skin. Question 2. K is the symbol for potassium. Potassium. Question 3. Hurt originally by 9-inch nails. 9-inch nails. Question 3. Question 4. The body of water to the east of Somalia, this is east, if you're wondering, is the Indian Ocean. The Indian Ocean. Question 5. Sure means shoe. Shoe. The plural is shuoi, because Esperanto plurals have a J. Shuoi. I don't know if it's all of them, but certainly that one does. Question 6. Probably all of them, because the point of Esperanto is easy, isn't it? Question 6. In the film The Postman, Kevin Costner plays the postman. Kevin Costner. Question 7. The first episode of Family Guy was broadcast in the 20th century. 1999. 20th century. Question 8. The Rugby World Cup 2019 was won by South Africa. South Africa, who beat England in the final. South Africa. Question 9. Georgy Markov was assassinated with a poison-tipped umbrella. It actually shot out of the umbrella rather than it being a spike. Question 10. M is for mulch. Mulch is the word I was after, mulch. Question 11. Sodium perborate, sodium silicate, Persil. I think that everyone probably got that. Persil. Question 12. Unless they don't sell Persil in your country, in which case I'm very sorry. It said it was an international brand. Question 12. Margareta Gertrude MacLeod, better known as Matahari. Matahari. Question 13. There are a minimum of 6 ravens kept at the Tower of London. Sometimes there are more. 6 is the number I was after. Question 14. Muesli originates in Switzerland. Switzerland. Question 15. Prince's first name was Prince. His full name was Prince Rogers something. Can't remember his surname. But it was Prince. Question 16. The country that does not ban the sale of alcohol is Iraq. There was a vote on this in 2018 in the Iraqi parliament, and it did not pass. Iraq. Question 17. What happens to American eggs is they're washed. As simple as that. There's a protective layer on the outside of an egg. American eggs are washed to make sure that there's no trace of salmonella on them. But if you wash an egg, you get rid of the protective layer, which is also a defense against salmonella. Also means that the egg doesn't last as long, which is why American eggs are kept in the fridge and why European eggs are not kept in the fridge. And why, if you've ever opened the fridge and wondered, why are there 6 egg holes here? What is this for? That's why. They're washed. Question 18. Chortle, first used in Alice Through the Looking Glass. In Jabberwocky, he chortled in his joy. Alice Through the Looking Glass. I will not accept Adventures in Wonderland. It's Through the Looking Glass. Question 19. There are 8 books in the Adrian Mole series, starting with Secret Diaries and ending with The Prostate Years. 8. And question 20. Val des Sources was previously called Asbestos. Asbestos. In the greatest news story of today. Asbestos. All right, folks. I'm going to go through all of those again, but quicker. Question 1, skin. Question 2, potassium. Question 3, 9-inch nails. Question 4, Indian Ocean. Question 5, shoe. Question 6, Kevin Costner. Question 7, 20th. Question 8, South Africa. Question 9, umbrella. Question 10, mulch. Question 11, Persil. Question 12, Matahari. Question 13, 6. Question 14, Switzerland. Question 15, Prince. Question 16, Iraq. Question 17, they're washed. Question 18, Alice Through the Looking Glass. Question 19, 8. And question 20, asbestos. Let's see how they are all doing after that. So, 16 for Nicholas Lyndhurst, already leading the pack there. Nicholas Lyndhurst, historically a very good team and showing no sign of slowing down in their return there. 2 13s for Bought My Cat a Bat Costume and the Cremated Remains of Liszt's Ghosts, brackets Hungarian Ghoul Ash. 12 points for Sweet Sweet Scout and Crothers, 11 for Devanescence, also 11 for Starbucks Pumpkin Scones. 13 for Wooski's The Soup of the Day, and 10 for Villasukat, the Woolen Socks team. We wait to hear from 16 for La Traviata, bringing them into a tie with Nicholas Lyndhurst. Also 16 for Trying Our Best and Happy to Be Haunting Old Manners. And no, I thought I saw another one, but this was a ghost of the number 16. And there's a team that have just written the number 14, but have not given themselves a team name, which is fine. That's a choice. And the 8-minute wilderness before Felix arrived. has not yet put in a score, but it looks like, unless there is going to be an upset, that at the end of round one, Nicholas Lyndhurst, Trying Our Best, and La Traviata are tied for first place. Congratulations, all three of you. So, folks, we are going to take a 10-minute break, but first I want to tell you about the picture round. Head on over to tiny.cc/FT Picture Round 2010. There is a direct link in it. Assuming I remembered to edit it. In the sign-up sheet, just checking it's taking you to the right one. Yes, it is. Your picture round this week is Name That Fictional Horse. I've given you 10 fictional horses. I need the name of the horse. I will not accept the property that they come from. I do need the specific name of the horse. You have 10 minutes for an interval. Maybe do the picture round or get yourselves a drink, do the picture round while you're doing round two, whatever you like. But for all of us, let us take a bit of a break and come back here at 14 minutes past 8. I'm going to decide whether to turn the oven on and then decide that I won't because there's too much quiz for it to be worth it. See you in 10 minutes.
Welcome to the pub quiz. Don't Google for help. Pub quiz. You're only cheating yourself. Prizes. Welcome to the pub quiz. Come escape from the news. Pub quiz. Drink our virtual booze. Felix stretch.
4 minutes, everyone. 4 minutes until we start up again. Oh, my water. Whoop. A lot of egg chat going on. That's what I like to see. Three minutes till we start, everyone. 3 minutes until round two. If you've not yet, now is a great time to head on over to go-v.com/FelixTrench, coffee.com/FelixTrench, and make sure you drop £2 per player in the virtual jar, please. That is £2 per player. Hulu19 is considering upgrading their vegetarianism to veganism because of unwashed eggs. No, don't. The reason that they are unwashed is that protective coating, which keeps the salmonella out. Remember that is a standard brought in by the European Union, which has the highest food standards in the world. You've got better eggs here. Well, that's what I think anyway. If you've ever been to America and you've noticed that the eggs come out a little bit watery, that's why. Sounds right, but it feels wrong. Yes, of course. Well, we've got this idea, but like you wouldn't. Oh, well, I was about to say you wouldn't put a chicken drumstick under the tap, but then also you're a vegetarian, so you wouldn't anyway. We'll get going in 1 minute, everyone. Head on over to go-v.com/FelixTrench. Make sure that you're looking at that picture round. Get yourselves a drink, and I'm going to keep looking up pictures of Fallon in the state of Nevada. Welcome to Fallon, the oasis of Nevada. Ooh. Presumably the neighboring city is the Blur of Nevada. That was a joke. That's a joke. That was a Britpop joke. I'm old. And that is 8:15, 14 minutes past 8, which means 10 minutes are up. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome to round two. How were your breaks? Were they good? Were they all good? Good. I'm pleased. Hello, the Knuckleheads who join us. We've got 9 points. So let's get going with round two. Round two, same rules as round one, but it's more fun because it's more difficult, as we all know by now. Here comes question 21. Question 21 is film. This is film. Suraj Sharma, Surajsharma, Irfan Khan, IRRFHANKHAN, Rafe Spall, RAFE Spall, and Gérard Depardieu appeared in which 2012 film which was adapted from a book? Suraj Sharma, Irfan Khan, Rafe Spall, and Gérard Depardieu appeared in which 2012 film, as in films that were released in 2012, which was adapted from a book? Suraj Sharma, Irfan Khan, Rafe Spall, and Gérard Depardieu all appeared in what film released in 2012, which was adapted from a book? That is question 21. Question 22 now. Question 22 is your maths question. This is maths. You've got some long division today. What is 7,943 divided by 47? Did I get that right? Yes. What is 7,943 divided by 47? 7943 over 47. Question 22. What is 7,943 divided by 47? That is question 22. Question 22. What is 7,943 divided by 47? Question 22. Your maths question. Oh, Zach Sheffield wants question 21 in the chat. Of course I can. What is 7,943 over 47? No. Question 23 is sport. This is sport. Your sport is curling. At the Olympics, the country with the most Olympic medals in curling is Canada. What is the country with the second most? Question 23. Which country has the second most, I'm going to say gold medals. I think it applies to both, but let's stick with gold medals. Which country has the second most gold medals in curling after Canada? Question 23. Which country has the second most gold medals in curling after Canada? That is question 23. I can hear music. There's music in the walls. What is the country with the second most gold medals after Canada? Question 24. Question 24 is politics. Politics of the European Union. In what decade did the member countries of the European Union sign the Treaty of Lisbon? It's the same decade that it came into force, if that helps. In what decade did the member countries of the European Union sign the Treaty of Lisbon, please? That is question 24. Question 24. In what decade did the member countries of the European Union sign the Treaty of Lisbon? That is question 24. I'm looking for the decade. I do not need the exact year. Question 25. Question 25 is zoology. This is zoology. We're looking at antelopes today. On average, which is heavier, impalas or kudus? Impalas and kudus, two different species of antelope. Impala, Impala. Kudu, Kudu. On average, which is heavier, impalas or kudus? That's question 25. Question 25. On average, which is heavier, impalas or kudus? Question 25. I met a baby kudu once. It was great. Question 26 now. Question 26 is geography. Geography of the United States of America. The state of Wyoming shares land borders with how many other US states? Wyoming shares land borders with how many US states? That's question 26. Question 26. Wyoming shares land borders with how many US states? American states. You. 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 I've started a thing now. I've started a bit of business and I can't not do it. It looks like I'm chickening out. I'm going to stick with it. Question 26. Wyoming shares land borders with how many US states? Question 27. Question 27 is music. This is music. Which instrumental song released in 1969 was then covered in 1972 by the band Hot Butter? Which 1969 instrumental song was covered in 1972 by the band Hot Butter? That's question 27. Question 27. Which 1969 instrumental song was covered in 1972 by Hot Butter? We're looking for a song, an instrumental song from the late 60s, early 70s. Question 28. Question 28 is Yatta codes. Yatta codes are the codes of the International Airport Transit Authority. They are the three-letter codes that you'll see on your luggage tag. Your luggage tag. LHR for London Heathrow, LAX for Los Angeles, and so on. What city are you flying to if your Yatta code is SGN? I am saying S for Simon, G for Geraldine, N for Nicola. What city, I am looking for the city, are you flying to if the Yatta code is SGN? Megplant thinks you've been asked the hot butter question before. I mean, possibly. I've only got a. Oh, then you probably have, and it's probably a much easier question for you. I don't always check, or ever, because that would be madness. There's so many quizzes. What city are you flying to if the Yatta code is SGN? Yeah. Sorry, folks, having a technical moment here. I will be right with you. I have somehow been signed out of my account. I don't know why. With you in a check. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Not that one. Nope. Not what I'm after, not what I'm after. Sorry about this, folks. Having some internet troubles. You don't need to see this. Here we are, all together.
Someone started betting that I'm playing Minesweeper. I'm not. I am in a slight pickle at the minute. Tempting to recover a Google account. Live on the internet.
Folks, remind me what question we were on? $29. We've just done 28, the IATA code. Okay. I'm going to keep trying this for a little, and then I might have to call it quits and see if I can recover my my password. So, folks, I'm going to keep trying until Q2, and if I haven't got there at that point, then we'll just have to do the answers for the 8 that we've had and the picture round. I'm very sorry about this. This is not necessary for you to have to go through with me. Here we are. Oh, this might be the reason. It's not. Okay, that is 1:45. All right, folks. I'm very sorry about that, but that looks like that's going to have to be quiz. So let me give you the answers to round one. Wait, I know what question 29 was. So you can have one more question. Question 29. True or false? Water lilies have no roots. Is that true or is that false? In fact, I can think of one other one that we had on, so I can give you a 30th one. True or false? Water lilies have no roots. That's question 29. Is that true or is that false? And question 30, what is going to be your final question of tonight's quiz? Question 30 is also true or false, which is why I can remember it. True or false? Owls have no nests. Is that true or is that false? True or false? Owls have no nests. Is that true or is that false? True or false? And that is all the questions in round one. Round two, rather. Round two. So, folks, I'm going to have to ask you something a little unorthodox, which is I need you to remind me what the questions are. So I know that question 21 I gave you because I wrote it down for you, didn't I? Question 21 was Suraj Sharma, Irfan Khan, Rafe Spall, and Gerard Depardieu appear in which 2012 film adapted from a book? Someone has just all of these written down in a notepad or something and paste them in. That'd be very useful to me. Question 22. Thank you, Clue 19. Question 22 is 7943 divided by 47. 7943 over 47. Question 23. Which country has the second most Olympic golds in curling? Question 23. Question 24. In what decade did the EU sign the Lisbon Treaty? Thank you, Kimberly. You are being brilliant right now. '28 is Yatta. Thank you. What was 25? 25. Which is heavier, Impala or Kudu? Question 25. Is heavier, Impala or Kudu? '26. How many borders on the state of Wyoming? 26. How many states border Wyoming? 27. Which instrumental song was released in 1969, then covered by Hot Butter? 28 is which city uses the Yatta code SGN? 29. True or false? Water lilies have no root. And 30. True or false? Owls have no nest. Those are all the questions in round 2. Thank you all so much for bearing with me there. I'm going to work out straight after this what happened and try to get access to it again. And then the picture round. I asked you for horses, but we'll do the picture round afterwards. So, folks, the answers to this curtailed round 2. Question 21. Suraj Sharma, Irfan Khan, Rafe Spall, and Gerard Depardieu all appeared in what 2012 film adapted from a book? It's Life of Pi. Life of Pi. Question 22. 7943 over 47 is 169. 169. Question 23. The country with the second most Olympic golds in curling is Sweden. Sweden. Question 24. The EU signed the Treaty of Lisbon in the 2000s. 2000s. It was signed in 2007 and came into force in 2009. The 2000s. Question 25. On average, the kudu is heavier than the impala. Kudu's big. Apart from the, there's one that's called like the mini kudu or something. But on average, it's the kudu. I am double checking the Wyoming question because I do not have the answer in front of me. Wyoming has 6 borders. 6. 6. Basically 2 on each side. No, that doesn't make sense. 2 on 2 sides, 1 on the other sides. 6. Question 7. The instrumental song was Popcorn. Popcorn. 28. SGN, well, that indicates the old name, which was Saigon. It's Ho Chi Minh City. Ho Chi Minh City. Question 29. True or false about the water lilies? That is absolutely false. Water lilies have got roots. False. And question 30. True or false about the owls? That, however, is also false. False. Owls have nests, often in the holes of trees. So let's go through those again. Those are Life of Pi, 169, Sweden, 2000s, Kudu, 6, Popcorn, Ho Chi Minh City, false, and false. What was 25? Asks Rachel. Kudu. Add those up, go and put them in the sheet. It will be a lower scoring round 2 this week than usual. Can I even access it? Okay, fine. So, 10 points there for La Traviata, bring them up to 26, and that looks like the highest scorers. 9 for the Knuckleheads, 7 for Nicholas Lyndhurst, 8 for Felix. So 26 points, the top score at the end of round 2. But there's still all to play for. With the picture round, here are the answers to the picture round. I asked you to name 10 fictional horses. Picture 1 there, picture 1, cartoon horse. That is Bojack or Bojack Horseman from the cartoon Bojack Horseman. Picture 2 there, picture 2. Well, the horse in Home on the Prairie got its own spin-off for a while. It's Champion the Wonder Horse. Champion the Wonder Horse. Rachel Lloyd is asking for the answer to 28. That was Ho Chi Minh City. So, champion the Wonder Horse. Picture 3. Got to get Black Beauty in there somewhere. That's Black Beauty. Picture 4 there, I think the beautiful countryside of New Zealand is the clue, because that is Shadowfax. Shadowfax there, galloping towards Gandalf. Picture 5, an early Disney cartoon, still crops up now and again, but it was a prototype for Goofy. Goofy eventually replaced Horace Horsecollar. Horace Horsecollar. Picture 6, one of the trickier ones there. Well, that is the horse from The Godfather. That horse is called Khartoum, as in the place Khartoum. Picture 7, the film National Velvet, the 1940s film, early Mickey Rourke and Elizabeth Taylor film, National Velvet. The horse is called the Pie. The Pie. Picture 8 there. Picture 8, the horse which is introduced in Toy Story 2 is called Bullseye. Bullseye. Picture 9, bottom left, well, that's Death's horse in the Terry Pratchett books. That horse is called Binky. Binky. And picture 10, you can see Bellerophon fighting the Chimera while riding Pegasus. Couldn't not have Pegasus in there somewhere. So let's have all those again. They are Bojack or Bojack Horseman, Champion, Black Beauty, Shadowfax, Horace Horsecollar, Khartoum, the Pie, Bullseye, Binky, and Pegasus. Let's see how you did after that. 7 points for trying our best, 9 for Devanescence, 4 for Bought My Cat. Sweet Scatman Crothers trying to sneak in a half point there, but we don't do half points, so that's an 8. 8 for La Traviata. So, what does that mean? That means that Devanescence are on 26. Trying Our Best are on 29. Nicholas Lyndhurst are on 28. But tonight's runaway winners, they're here with a headache, still absolutely taking it. It's La Traviata with 34 points. Congratulations, La Traviata. You win tonight's quiz. Very, very well done. But there is the matter of the best team name. And I'm going to give best team name to Devanescence. Well done, Devon team. I like your Devon pun. Devanescence win best team name. Congratulations, all the winners. Thank you all very much for playing, and thank you very much for bearing with me as I tried and eventually failed to get through my technical errors. Oh well, these things happen. Thank you all very much, folks. I will be back here next week. And by here, I mean the internet, because hopefully I will be in my home. Bye-bye, everyone. Have a wonderful week.